Okay, in this video, I'm going to explain the difference between the order of acquisition and the order of teaching. So I'm going to say that the order of acquisition is different from the order of teaching. Excuse me. So first, please understand what a syllabus is. So a syllabus determines what items are taught in what order in a textbook or in a course. So sometimes it is important to understand the type and the nature of the syllabus adapted by your textbook when you teach English. Of course, using that textbook. So there is a type of syllabus called a grammatical syllabus. So a grammatical syllabus determines what grammatical items should be taught in what order. So textbooks adapting a grammatical syllabus present grammatical items in the order specified by that syllabus. So the syllabus specifies the order in which those grammatical items should be presented. And usually in each lesson of the textbook, different grammatical items are taught. And for each lesson, we usually have dialogues or stories, but they are actually chosen to present or teach those grammatical items that we should teach for that in that lesson. And textbooks for junior high school English in Japan usually adopt a grammatical syllabus. Of course, there are other types of syllabuses or syllabi, but those other types of syllabuses are rarely used in Japan's junior high school English. So they are not used often. For example, we have a situational syllabus. So if your textbook adopts this type of syllabus, your textbook, I think, presents situations, typical situations, such as giving directions on the street, like turn left, turn right, that kind of thing, go one block, things like that, and buying things in a shop or ordering at a restaurant. So these kind of typical situations are presented on your textbook. And there are other types of syllabuses like functional notional syllabus and task syllabus, etc. But we're not going to talk about these in this video. So let's take an example. So Sunshine 1, obviously this is a textbook for first year junior high school students. And if you take a look at Sunshine 1, you can find four short sections that summarize the grammatical items that first year junior high school students are taught. So let's take a look at these. So this is one of those sections. So we have grammatical information on this page. This is just a summary of the grammatical items that are taught before these pages. So these are the first grammatical items that junior high school students are taught. So if you have Sunshine 1, you may take a look at these sections later. And the important point is that so in Sunshine 1, these grammatical items are presented in this order. So first, the verb to be is presented. The verb to be is, am, are, the verb to be, and other types of normal verbs, general verbs like go, eat, read, have, and plural nouns as opposed to singular nouns, dogs, and pronouns like I, my, me, you, he, she, that kind of thing, and third person singular, and I think you can understand these. So the students, junior high school students, first year students, are taught these grammatical items in this order. So they are first taught these, next they are taught these. And actually, we have different textbooks in Japan, but actually they adapt similar grammatical syllabuses. So, so this is the result of a survey on the order of presentation of grammatical items in 2 different textbooks. But we can clearly see that the order in these 2 textbooks, the orders are really similar to each other. We have a very straight line here. So if they presented the grammatical items in a completely different order, then we would have these points scattered all over the place. But here these points are on almost on a straight line. So we can say that Japanese junior high school textbooks teach grammatical items in a very, very similar order. We've been talking about the order of teaching, but the point of this video is that the order of teaching is not the same as the order of acquisition. Or maybe I should say that the order of acquisition is not the same as the order of teaching. So students do not acquire grammatical items in the order they are taught those grammatical items. So students acquire some grammatical items quickly, but not others. For example, progressive ing, you know, ing in I am reading a book, I am eating. And that progressive ing is easy to acquire, but third person singular s, like you know, he speaks English. That s at the end of the verb, third person singular s, is very difficult to acquire, even for adults. So students often do not acquire grammars in the order they were taught. So here we have some grammatical items that are difficult. So here difficult means even if they are taught early, they will be acquired very late. Plural s, and third person singular s, and articles. And actually, Japanese students are taught these in the earliest stage of their English learning, which is first year of junior high school. So all these grammatical items appear in the first year of junior high school, but even university students cannot use these accurately and smoothly without difficulty, especially when they speak English spontaneously. And but there are some other easy grammars. Easy here means they are taught early and they are acquired early. And progressive ing is one such grammar, and word orders. I wouldn't say all word orders are easy, but major word orders are actually acquired early. So we have to say a book rather than book a, and we have to say in Japan rather than Japan in, and we have to say eat lunch rather than lunch eat. And I think people around you do not make mistakes like these. Book Japan in lunch eat. And also Japanese people don't have problems with case marking. So for example, here this I is in nominative case, and we wouldn't say me like him, and this him is in accusative case, and we wouldn't say I like he. Actually, there are some students, very young students, who make mistakes like this, but those mistakes disappear. So Japanese students do not often make grammatical mistakes with these items, although they make many mistakes with these items. So here it is very important to understand that there are intermediate stages of development. So students' English ability develops very gradually. So there are stages of development, different stages of development. And at stage 0, I mean, actually these numbers are not important at all. They don't mean anything. But at stage 0, at the beginning, students' English ability is just 0. So they don't know anything. And so if you teach grammars, let's say you teach all these grammars at the same time, simultaneously, or at least in the first year of junior high school. Some of them will be acquired, but not others. And only later, your students will acquire both these grammars, or both these types of grammars. So students usually do not jump from this stage 0 to stage 2. Usually they have an intermediate stage where they have acquired some grammatical items but not others. And that's very natural. And this actually happens to native speakers as well, children who are learning English as their mother tongue. Okay, this is it. Thank you for listening.